Hello, guys. So, yesterday I watched this Punjabi Netflix series called Kohrra, and it's an interesting series. I wasn't like bored or anything because I generally like watching this kind of investigative thrillers, and you know what I mean. But there's some interesting things that I found about this series, so I wanted to react to it. Uh, so there's going to be a lot of spoilers. So if you have not watched the series, don't watch the video. So I'll give you before getting into the reaction. What's with this? North Indians' obsession with the foreigners. I don't know. I don't understand what. See, in South India, our directors, for some reason, are obsessed with the North Indian actresses. I, I mean, that's the reality. I don't know what to do about it. I mean, I don't like it, but it's how it is. And on the other hand, I think these North Indian directors are obsessed with casting foreign actresses for some reason. It starts from Amir Khan's Rang De Basanti, this Kalki Kuchlin, Anurag Kashyap, and for some reason, there's always there needs to be some white actors for some reason. Yeah, you know what I mean. That's or some white dude or whatever. Right. Let's get into the reaction. So what happens is, all right, I'll take this. So this guy gets killed. So that's how the series starts. And Balbir Singh and Garundi, so he's like the sub inspector and he's the assistant sub inspector. So they do the investigation of who would have killed Paul. Now, along with Paul, his white friend Liam Murphy is also missing, so they need to find him as well. So that's the backstory, right? Now, Paul and Liam Murphy are like friends since childhood. What we don't know and what they reveal only during the climax is they are also kind of boyfriend girlfriend. They boyfriend girlfriend, like, I don't know what to say. They are a gay couple, right? But what Steve Dillon does, he's this kind of a strict dad who beats the shit out of Paul Singh during one of his younger days for shaving off his beard and whatnot, and calls him a faggot. And Steve has a brother, Maninder Dillon, and he has a son, Happy. Now they both have like some kind of a land dispute. And Paul is going about was Paul is about to get married to Vera, before which he gets killed. So, and Vera has an ex-boyfriend, Sakar. Right? Now, Balbir Singh has a daughter, Nimrat, and I think his wife is not there with him anymore, or I don't know, she dies. I think it's revealed in one of the episodes. And there is another guy, Karan, who's like a college boyfriend of Nimrat, who are having an affair. Nimrat is married and has a kid, but she's not interested in that marriage at all. Now, Balbir has an informer called Nopi, and his wife is Indira. Balbir Singh kills Nopi, doesn't inform Indira about it. It's an encounter, but provides money, monetary help to her, like every month. This guy Garundi is an assistant sub inspector, and he has an elder brother Jung and his wife Raji. Raji and Garundi are secretly, having a physical relationship. So and he has a land which he wants to have it for himself, not give to Garundi, which Garundi is aware of. So these are the main characters. So what I noticed is this movie is a bit anti men, you know branding whole this masculinity as toxic masculinity, anti-patriarchy, that kind of stuff, because I didn't see any kind of like honesty the way the characters were written. So I'm just going to discuss that aspect of the series, because I don't like I only watch series for this kind of insight as to see whether the directors have any kind of biases or left wing right wing inclination. If I find something, I find it interesting, and I just create videos about it. So what happens is, if you notice, all the men in this series are somehow portrayed as toxic for some reason, right? So Steve Dillon is like a strict dad. He doesn't. He's like arrogant. It doesn't. It has to be his word, the last word. And he beats Paul Singh. Only in the climax he finds out that he has been gay all along, and he says like our caste can't be, our religion can't be faggots and that kind of stuff, right? And Maninder Dhillon is portrayed as a failed dad, because of which Happy always, Maninder keeps praising Paul in front of Happy, which makes Happy pissed off. And he tries to always impress his dad. He does some stupid stuff. So he's shown as not having any maturity or any kind of character, and is immoral. So Maninder Dhillon is portrayed as like a failed dad, right? Liam Murphy here is the one who kills Paul, like who slits Paul Singh's throat. So he's portrayed as someone like a killer, basically. And Sakar is the ex-boyfriend of Veera, and he's portrayed as some kind of obsessive, maniac boyfriend. And Balbir is portrayed as like this manipulative, narcissistic dad. Because of which Nimrat is pissed off. She tries to commit suicide at one point. And Garundi, obviously, he's having sex with his brother's wife. I mean, he's, of course, immoral, character. And his brother is portrayed as being land hungry because of he's trying to keep all the land for himself. So every male character is portrayed as, either they are hungry for land, either they are hungry for not hungry, they are like obsessive or manipulative or opportunistic. Paul Singh, why I'm calling Paul Singh opportunist, because he goes on. I mean, there's a confrontation scene where Paul and Liam, argue with each other. Like Liam feels as if Paul is betraying him because he's going ahead and marrying Veera. But Paul can't do anything on his own because he's so shit scared of his dad. He has to agree to whatever his dad says. So Paul is like what do you call what is the he's a coward, basically. So I think this whole series, right? It's like a war on the so-called toxic masculinity, which I don't necessarily agree with. But this is the term that the left wingers use mostly. And I'm kind of find it funny because almost all the so-called educated directors, right, or the left-wing educated directors, they almost always make movies or series with such subtle portrayals of men being evil in one form or the other. Uh, so I actually reacted to this movie Killers of the Flower Moon, which I watched last week, and I mentioned in that reaction that it's pretty much a case study on the disadvantages of the matrilineal society. But Martin Scorsese wouldn't have handled it with this kind of dishonesty in that movie, because although it's not necessarily made to convey that matrilineal society is has its own disadvantages, the but the but that's what I took away from the movie, because it's based on a true story, right? So it's not as if the male characters are glorified or nothing, anything like that. But the male characters are some of the most evil characters in that movie. But here, the female characters are, kind of justified as to why they are doing what they are doing, But that I don't think that honesty is there for the male characters. They just try to, uh, portray pretty much every single male in a bad light, which I find it funny. Mm. I don't know what else to say. This is just what I wanted to point out. Let me know what you guys think about the series. But technically, I mean, it's a very good series. I really liked it. Balbir Singh, the actor, I don't know. He's probably one of the best acting I've seen in a recent times in as part of the web series. And Garundi too, Garundi as well. They all have done like, but these two characters they appear in most of the episodes. That they have done a brilliant job in doing their part. And music, for some reason, music was really subtle and apt for the series. It was not overdone, no unnecessary, like, yeah, no music. I didn't find anywhere that it was out of place or anything like that. Yeah, so that's about it. Kohrra. I'll see you guys in another video. Bye bye.